Alright guys, we're back on the boats. Now I have put the stebber aside. The last time you might have seen it, I was installing these two bulkheads and the front one. Now I need a boat this summer. Now last summer I did get the Bertram ready and running within a week and a half. I did try to record it as much as I could, but I ended up not getting enough recording finished in time to post it, and it would be stupid to let it off now because it was to aim for the fireworks. But essentially, we're working on it again. So, long story short, this starboard side motor was giving us so much grief, it's not funny. 3 times on the water, or twice actually on the water, Sydney Harbour and then Hawkesbury, just for testing, and both times it played up. The first time it overheated, it was the exhaust issue. The second time it overheated, I still not 100% whether it was head gasket or head. There was not many signs. And you're probably wondering, well, why is the port side out? I will show you. Now, the only reason why the port side's out is because it looks ugly. But essentially, going to my word, these are getting refurbished. Obviously, before putting the boat on the water, prior fireworks, everything got changed. New bellows, or new gimbal bearings. Everything on the outside was changed, water pumps. So everything's still fresh. Even inside the motor, new spark plugs, all new fit outs of fuel lines, the breathers, the whole shebang. Because that's a long story, I went to fill it up with a new fuel hose and it just come back out. Turns out the breathers were all blocked, so the floor had to come up, check the tank, cleaned everything out. But I'll show you finished product, what we've done to the boat. But essentially, this is what we're converting. Now, I did record some of this prior to me stripping it, but I was a bit croaky, a bit sick, so I will put in a little bit a side video of what I did. But essentially, we tore this motor down. There was parts everywhere. Essentially, this is the starboard motor out the boat. Now, you can save it. I might, maybe in my spare time, I'll play around with the block. But essentially, she's stuffed. Now, I'm not sure in the first video when we tried loading the boat onto the trailer, I showed you the motor. I'm pretty sure I did. But essentially, that was the problem. All this was rusty and the spark plug was stuck. So we ended up hitting it through. I ended up getting it out. I ended up get pretty much everything out of there. So it's not my error. It's more because it was rusty on the bore, the rings were stuck and maybe the rings damaged the bore. Not too sure on that one. But like I said, a lot of issues. The head's stuffed anyway. Like I wouldn't put that back on. But luckily, good old Marketplace. Now pre-getting the Bertram, I think a couple of weeks later, I did see like a 470 motor, but I was chasing the leg because I had the legs in mind that I was going to replace them anyway. Now, I picked the motor up with the leg, rams, everything for 500. Now, taking consideration, getting this boat ready for the fireworks, I've got these 2 rams working. This one was pouring out of oil, so I replaced it with a second handy, and I got this one working. But this second hand one here with the scratch, that was 300 bucks. Now you're probably thinking, oh, it's just 300 bucks. I've got a whole motor, leg, complete, rams, everything, controls for 500 bucks. Now that's a bargain. Now I'm replacing those legs because the old ones had big holes in it. This is actually the good side. So you could probably save this one really by patching it up. But the other one, all this is all broken. So we stripped it down, got all the good parts out of it. essentially that's one leg, still needs to be sanded down. I've rechanged all the seals, inspected all the bearings, changed the seal at the front, and it's going to get a new water pump as well. That's the first leg. Second leg's over here. That one's got to get sanded a little bit more. It's going to have a new water pump. That's already got all new seals, pressure tested. And these are the top housing off the old one. We're not using those. You can, they're not that bad, but it's not worth the effort. I've already painted, oh, you can see them, no you can't see them. I've already painted the top halves already, pressure tested them, changed all the seals. So they're rebuilt, which is sick. Now with this motor, just give you a breakdown of what I've done. I rebuilt the carby, new alternator. The distributor was good. I changed the points in there, new fuel pump, new oil, all new gaskets from the ground up, new water pump. Could not find a belt yet. The belt's not in bad condition, but couldn't find one that size. I can go up one, but they didn't have it. New coolant, obviously, new starter motor. And that motor there is the block that come with that motor. And the only thing good on that there was the block. So I put new rings in it. Not that they were any like worse for wear, but because it had come with a head gasket leak, had a lot of pitting around the valves, and I tried to seat the valves myself using the grinding paste, but too much pitting ended up sending the head away. So the head got machined, new valve stem seals, new head gasket, and yeah. So essentially from bottom and up is brand new motor, essentially. And the bore on this, if you're wondering, was fantastic. So that motor, can't wait to turn it on. I will give you a start up on that video. This one hasn't started up yet, still got no oil in it. I've been to 3 parts shops meaning to get the oil and I forgot. So still needs oil and spark plug leads. And this one, I only took it out because it looks shit in the boat now. So essentially, I've got another carby kit I'm going to put through it. New water pump. Obviously, if we can get 2 belts, it'll be great. I've already changed that prior going into the water. The starter motor works good, but I will put new bearings in it probably, just because it's a tad noisy. And then we're going to do sump seal, check all the hoses, whatever needs changing. All these gaskets I've done already prior putting in the boat. I'll put new leads on it, new spark plugs, and we'll do another service again. I know it's already been serviced prior, but we'll do it again. And I'm going to change the fuel pump, only because it says 1800 hours. I don't know if they've done it already, but this one here, the fuel pump was leaking into the sump. So essentially when they fail, you got like a telltale, I don't know if it's still on there. Yeah, that hose there. So when it starts leaking fuel into here, it means your pump's stuffed. But if it doesn't reach that stage and it fails worse, it just pumps fuel straight into the sump. So, oh, and also I've redone the wiring, whatever was loose, I've redone. Obviously this is just a tag for me to pull off for when I get in the boat so I don't forget. But essentially redone the wiring, cleaned it up, fixed up all behind here. It just was, yeah, all the clips are falling off, so. And then this I'll fix into the boat. The bloody, I don't know what they've done here. I think maybe one of those pins stuffed up, so they've decided just to cut it off and then put 3 joiners in it. Like, why wouldn't you just put one wire to one wire? Why would you join it 3 times? But anyways, so the main goal for this is to make it reliable, so when we hit the water it actually works good. And if you're wondering, oh, why don't we tear this one down? This one's got 150 across the board compression. So I checked obviously all the plugs, and yeah, 150, and first crank is 120. So that means the bore's good. And this one, we ran from Victoria Road all the way up to the Harbour Bridge in Sydney Harbour, just on the one motor. And all of Hawkesbury, we did the cruise, and it ran fantastic. So this one purrs really good. Just that one, the salt water got to that one pretty bad. So if you're wondering what I've been up to, the Bertram is it. Look, I'm going to get back onto the Stebber. It's just this boat takes up a ton of room, and we got no boat for summer. So this is the boat for summer. Can't wait to make some videos for it. And if you can see here, she's nice and dull. Now prior the work dying off, I ended up buffing this side. So this is all buffed, and prior summer, the whole boat is getting buffed. So I mean from top all the way up, fly bridge, everything, new controls. It's gonna look sick. So I know I haven't posted in a while, but this is what we're working on. So I hope you enjoy these. I will show you the startup, because I stuffed that one up last time. I did go to start it after 11 years, after I unseized it. Someone didn't hit the record button, but doesn't matter. You're gonna have a fresh one to start up now, so. All right guys, I'll keep you posted. I'm gonna clean up this motor, change what I've got to change, paint it, get in the boat. All right, catch you soon.